It's October 17th, and I'm having problems with the lawn tractor engine. More specifically, it's burning oil, and the reason it's burning oil, I believe, is because the crankcase is pressurized due to a blown head gasket. So, I gotta rip this baby apart and try to resolve it. I've never had an overhead valve apart, and it looks like it's a lot more complicated than the flathead engine. So obviously I'm going to have to remove the shroud, the exhaust, the intake, the valve cover gasket, and I'm probably going to have to take the push rod assembly off and the fan shroud up here. So this is going to be interesting. I've never tackled one of these before. So I'll keep you updated on the progress. Looking at the throat of the carburetor here, you can see that this is all oil coated where the oil has come up the breather. And then if you look over here, I don't know if you can see it or not, it's so bright, you can see the inside of the air cleaner. So we definitely have a pressurized crankcase here. And of course, this engine not only has the primary red cover, it has a secondary cover, the old style, underneath it. So that's all going to be removed as well. Alright, I got everything stripped out of here. The intake, the exhaust, you can see the overhead valves. The whole head is loose now, all the bolts are out. I'm going to remove it, and I'll show you what it looks like and install the new gasket. Okay, the head is off, and I definitely found the problem. No question about it. It is a blown head gasket right there, which definitely pressurized the valve chamber and pressurized the crankcase. No question about it. So here's a look of surprisingly the starter gear's in good shape, which usually you replace those about 10 times. But that one's in real good shape. Magneto and stuff looks good. And then here's the head right here with the gasket still on it. You can see it there. Junk. So we'll get that replaced. I got a gasket sitting over here. New gasket. And there's the valves and the push rods. You could see the push rods on the other side. So we'll get this thing cleaned up, put it together, and we'll crank this baby up. Okay, new head gasket, cleaned up intake part of the head, and cleaned up piston, ready for reassembly. Okay, let's crank this baby up. There's definitely a potential it could backfire, but let's see what's going to happen.